Hey, it's Methodkirito. You're probably wondering why Sheikah Slate is my favourite item. I'll be explaining that later. The Sheikah Slate is one of the most important items in the Zelda series, and not only that, it's the item necessary in order to progress through Breath of the Wild. The Sheikah Slate is a tablet with extraordinary qualities. The Sheikah Slate provides Link with a range of abilities that you can see on the screen right now. Introducing remote bombs. There are two different variants which I'll be explaining. Square bombs are designed that when you place them, they stay in the same position without any movement. Next, the standard bombs are more for rolling down hills or throwing. In my opinion, square bombs are the best because you can set them as traps, explode them, and knock back enemies. Magnesis allows you to pick up objects while using the Sheikah Slate. Did you know you can also use the object to hurt enemies? Next up, Cryonis, or should we call it Cryonsis? Firstly, I must start off by saying this item has one of the biggest drawbacks ever, which is that it heavily relies on a water source being nearby, like a lake or a river. Link can use this ability to create ice pillars up to a maximum of 3 times. Once he creates the fourth one, the first one created shall be destroyed. Link can use this ability to cross over a lake to reach the other side. Link's not a time traveller in this Legend of Zelda game. However, he can stop time, and I'm about to introduce you to the ability Stasis. Stasis allows Link to completely stop an object in its tracks, and then build up momentum by hitting it over and over again. When Stasis runs out, the energy then gets released, which then causes the object to fly. You can also use Stasis on enemies, but it runs out very quick. Next we have the camera. We all know what a camera does, right? Except from this camera does a little more than just taking pictures. It allows us to record items, weapons and anything else in Breath of the Wild. So it's kind of like the scan visor from Metroid Prime, except from the scan visor is way cooler. But this item can be pretty fun as well to use. And did you know you can also take selfies if you really wanted to? Which I wouldn't recommend, especially when you're fighting an enemy, because you might die. Cool bag, Link dude. Next up we have the Master Cycle Zero, which is a DLC only ability. It allows Link to spawn in a motorbike which he can use to travel the area, or he can use it to fight in combat, which combat on the motorbike is amazing. I recommend trying it out at least once. However, in order to power the bike you need fuel, so you need to use wood or ore. But I have a feeling it'll be worth investing that ore or wood into this bike. The Sheikah Slate also has a built-in map, and it also allows us to fast travel to previous shrines or towers we've encountered before. Fast travel is definitely the fastest method to travel in this game, and you'll probably use it more than your horse, but at the same time, the load time is annoying. To me, the Sheikah Slate is one of the most overpowered weapons to have ever been introduced to the Zelda universe. Or should I say items, but it could be used both as a weapon and an item, so I guess it works both ways. The Sheikah Slate probably has a better potential than most of the other key items like the Master Sword, because you can get more out of the Sheikah Slate than you can with a Master Sword. Breath of the Wild may not be my favourite Zelda game, but I give this game credit for introducing us to the Sheikah Slate.